So suffering, all suffering, the word is known as klesha, whether it's a pain, suffering, insert, feeling I'm not appreciated, not recognized, feeling, oh, I did not receive the kind of pleasure I used to receive. All these comes into suffering, including the anxiety, reaction, duality, conflict, physical pain. You see that you have not been complaining about the physical pain. So our teachers teaches us that 80% of these physical pain belongs to the mind, lives in ignorance. 20% is actual pain. Buddha used to receive people, come on, you bless me so that my physical pain will go away. He said, yes, I'll help you provided you are ready with your mind. So he used to take those disciples, those people, into a deeper meditation or simple relaxation with eyes closed. And now then the Buddha used to say, okay, now take your mind to that pain. Take an example, knee pain. Are you there? And this person says, yes, I feel the pain. So where you feel the pain? All over the knees. Draw a circle. I'm pointing you through my fingers to make you understand. Okay, are you there? Yes. Do you feel the pain all around the circle? Yes. Can you reduce the circle and see that? Yes, I feel more intense pain. Now compare this pain with the outer circle. There is no pain there. Okay, now draw the little smaller circle, you see. And then he used to say, I want you to find out from where the pain started. What is that point? So then the circle, and ultimately it came to a spot, a point. So the pain actually is there at one point. Because of the mind, it makes a bigger circle. So that is why the 60 and 70% of the pain is morally, emotional and mental, and 1% is physical. Any pain. Any pain. So because your mind is evolving in these weeks, that's why it is not complaining about those pain. I'm aware of this. So I don't talk about this. I say, because you are not talking, it's better not to talk.
Well, it's there, but it's a lot better.
It's a lot better. So that is what. But now why these sufferings? The Master says it is because of avidya, the first point. Avidya means ignorance. Ignorance means incomplete knowledge about who am I and who am I not. Now what happens? The ego claims what I am not. It claims the false notion as I am. It claims, no, don't think, I have acute pain here. False notion. Do you have a pain or does your knee has a pain? You are not your knees. Can I separate that through my awareness in the mind? From larger circle, it has a smaller circle. So because of the incomplete knowledge, the false self create a wrong notion, and that false self is ego. Ego says, now in this group, let everyone should appreciate me. Why they should appreciate you? Who are you? And why they keep their attention on you? My master used to say a very beautiful statement. 99 times Nancy respects me, recognizes me, appreciates me. Everything is good for the ego. And on one occasion, you disrespect, all the 99 times respect is gone. This is the play of the ego. Recognize this. Thank you very much, Nancy. You have recognized, you have appreciated me. 100 times except once. I take this as a compliment. I will change it. You are breaking the false notion. Every time you are invited to be the member of your association, how many times? Let me accept it with gratitude. That mind is changed mind. How many times? Maybe 1,000 times. Eric loved you only but once. Why should I create any likes and dislikes? So when the ego is allowed to continue the false self and the false notion, we have ego creates attachment and detachment. You see that? See the instant move, instant result. 99s you respected, you loved, you appreciated, recognized, but once. Instantly, that's false ego. Repulsion, attraction, likes, dislikes. It lives with it. It starts thinking about it. It broods over it day and night. And now you have a strong reaction against the person who reacted only once against you. So we started the journey with the vidya, the ignorance, the incomplete knowledge. The mind started living with the wrong notions, the wrong thinking, and that created a groove. That is what is we say claim as the ego, and the ego starts living our life, and then we interact with the people outside, the things, and that creates the strong attachment and detachment. The attachment and detachment plus ignorance feeds this ego. What will happen? Will I get $1 million if you appreciate and recognize me? See quantitatively. See quantitatively. One beautiful woman, women are always beautiful. From New Jersey, just 3 months ago, she did a lot of programs with me. She got rid of her depression. And she started appreciating like any damn person. I said, there is a danger. It's a danger. So I have an easy way to check it. I lived my life in that, so it's easy way. So anyhow, a chance, an opportunity came. 3 people from here, 1 person from India, and she, along with her friend, 6 people had to join to study one text online. I made a condition. For 2 hours every week, I said $50 per person per session. Means you have to pay me $100. I'm teaching you for 2 hours in a group. No, it is too much. I said, tell me what should be the price. The same lady. We love you, we respect you. I said, convert the respect and appreciation in terms of dollars. If it is $5, it means you don't respect as much as I need it. false notion. No, if you had a monastery, I should have come there and stayed there. I love you, I respect you, you have taught me, you have got rid me of the depression. I said, please open a monastery, maintain it, and then come and join me. I will not charge you anymore. Don't give me the false hope. Don't teach me. So this is a very polished ego. When you interact with the people outside, they have a very polished ego. Just become alert, play with it. They are playing with you, you play with them, but keeping your cool inside. That will prevent the strong attachment and detachment. So she completed, I think, she paid me $700 and then she stopped. I said, stop it, it's okay. It's a part of life. If you don't pay, somebody else will pay. And we are still continuing with that journey. Every Thursday we have a 2-hour session online. So it's okay. At the same time, I should tell you, your wise, from one person who referred Eric to me. She is a wonderful woman, she is a good teacher. I'm not charging from her. Why? Because you are a seeker. Because you are passing on this wisdom to others. Because you have helped resolve your own challenges. She asked me, I said, no, I'm getting enough money. I'm not charging. So the teachers in that Eastern wisdom have to see deep inside the people. She knows, and that woman from New Jersey also knows that I'm not charging from her. That's a part of life. She could not recognize that. I don't believe in those polishing. Straight away, be frank, have a right knowledge. Be very clear. Because the moment I get polished, I'm ready to be exploited by others. No way. That comes from the third and the fourth factor. The first factor is ignorance. The second factor is ego, created by the false notion. And the third and the fourth is strong attraction and repulsion. And then what happens? All the four factors creates a strong desire to live, to work, and to enjoy. She wrote me a couple of emails. She went into the fifth factor. Even though she got rid of her stress, she remembers. But that has become her habitual journey. She still has a lot of impressions which she carried forward with me. What is that? Strong desire. The ego pulls you, pushes you, forces you. No, let me be appreciated. I failed in receiving the appreciation from this guy. Next time I meet, I will impress. The mind is always in the mode of reaction and hesitation. That I mean the desire to live but don't know why. You are making a wonderful presentation and 50 people are there and 5 people ask you terrible questions and you feel you are let down. Desire to work, you are constantly running. This woman whom I'm talking, I didn't chat because, on the other hand, she is already paying me in other ways. She is getting me clients and she is helping me in promoting me. She talks about me. I said, that is enough. That is too much. She is paying me. She's rewarding me. She's paying me too much. But at the same time, desire to work means I'm always running. For the last 2 years, I have been guiding her. She met me in New Jersey and then she moved here because her mom was here and her mom was suffering from Parkinson. And so she wanted to help. She left all the 2 studios that she owned. So I realized that she has a very strong nature of sacrificing herself. So since then I had a relationship with her. I said, she is a wonderful lady. So for the last 2 years I said, why you have been running. She wanted to help everyone and she got cheated. She spent $1,000 on a woman who wanted to open some aromatherapy in her studio, and she left it. She bought the things for $1,000. I said, well, don't do this. Work with the wisdom. She had never listened to me for 1.5 years, but during the last 3 months, changed. She told me, I was getting only $40 a month. I had to drive half an hour from my home to that village, where Casey introduced me to Eric. That village spa and complex, you might be aware of that.
I know.
So she used to give 2 classes only for $40 each, driving home half hour, returning to the spa for 1 hour, teaching 50 people. Some have appreciation, and she used to get tired. When she told me, I said, drop this. Drop this and talk to the spa. I'm not doing it for $40. You are getting 25 people. No. I said, no way. We have talents, we have abilities, you are capable, you will get an opportunity. I told her 2 years ago, she left it now. So last week she was telling me, I feel so much relaxed now. I have good things to do. And I got another opportunity where the people are paying me $100 just for an hour. So the existence takes care of you if you have a tremendous faith. So what happens, people don't realize the first 4 factors. Their mind gets obsessed with 3 things. Desire to live. Why I'm living, I don't know. So when I don't know, the ego says, live for appreciation. Call somebody, enter into the gossip. Why should I enter into the gossip? Ultimately, the gossip ends in reaction. Likes and dislikes. You play with it, you call, but now you play. Have fun. Let me check myself. Desire to live, that is, desire to run, work. She's awfully busy, used to take just sleeping at 6 p.m. and getting up at 2. I said, this is too much. I don't like this. That is not the right approach to the life. And the third is the desire to pleasure. The ego forces you to have a desire to pleasure. You see the couple, they are engaged in a pleasure, kissing, and the mind says, ego says, come on, they are doing for themselves, let them do what I have to do with it. What I have to do with it. You see that the mind remains clear. So because these 5 causes of the suffering continues by the mind, causes endless suffering, first in the form of an impressions, and they accumulate deeper inside, and the reservoir of those impressions lies in the mind. That is what we call the subconscious or unconscious or repressed material or suppressed material, whatever you want to say. We have to release, we have a way to release that. Once it is totally released, it links with the fourth step, evolution. You rise above it. The impression may remain there at the lower. It doesn't create any challenge because you are living a life at the fourth level. So these impressions will continue to be released and will disappear from you. Now at present what happens? You live here and sometimes they are at par, sometimes they go up and then they go down. Go up and down. That impression must not be allowed to function in our life. Even for 5 minutes every day, couple of times. So, do I have a desire to live? Why? Is my desire to live is to evolve or desire to live the same stuff? Ask yourself. Ask the mind. Mind, where you are standing. And you will realize the impression is working behind. Desire to work. Working, I'm fully busy. Unnecessary engaging yourself in the things which is not at all required. The same beautiful woman. I love her and I respect her now. Even I used to respect her because she gave me that idea. She sacrificed. It never happens in here. She sacrificed her 2 studios, her earnings, she left everything and she came here. She has nothing to do for a couple of months. And she kept serving her mother until the death. Even she has one sister and brother who are here. Anyhow, so it's the same 5-6 people in a group session, and she told me, you see that? That lady is suffering too much, why shouldn't we charge, why should not we charge anything, any penny? I say she wants to force her suffering on us. She has big story to tell. She is not ready to change. You will create, she is going to create a confusion in the very group session. I'm not ready. What should I do? I said, ask her, she has to pay $100 per hour per session. She will not pay, she is ready to pay $20. I said, nothing doing. It's not a question of money. She was telling me, you are right. Whenever she meets me, she has 1 hour story to blame, complain, react. That is due to the desire to live. I'm stressing, desire to live. I must ask, what is desire to live? To evolve myself, to move into that peace and happiness. Desire to work. Work as a play outside, but working on my mind. Desire to enjoy. Not the pleasures of outside, they are short-lived. Desire to experience that inner peace and happiness in my life. If God is there, I will prove my worth to that God. God, you made me human being, and I am proving the worth in my life. Otherwise, there is no worth.